We are watching this with you. If you get defensive, congratulations, we found your weak spot.
A blind Navy veteran who refused to let vision loss define his life. I'm looking forward to that one. Lonnie rolled his kayak through the Grand Canyon.
He conquered rivers. You cannot conquer bedtime without losing your mind.
Over 1,500 times has taken on some of the most dangerous rivers in the world and has stood at the summit of Mount Everest. His storage doesn't inspire.
Yeah, storage does not inspire, it roasts you. Like a closet full of jeans you swear still fit.
It confronts because, well, it forces that hard question most humans avoid. Do we have limits or are excuses?
Most of you do not have limits. You have comfort addictions with a PR team.
To convene deep dive BS with no BS with Dr. John Petrocelli. Petro's in the lab today. Coming up in a couple minutes, the big dog himself is arriving via a special mode of transportation today that I have no clue how he's getting here today. Kudos to my team. Fucking awesome, man.
He shouts out the team, and you cannot shout out your own discipline for 3 straight days.
The opener, the countdown, the leaning into the Olympic stuff. Let's do it. We're live every single day, 8 o'clock on the Mornings in the Lab live channel, and why we would not lean into the Olympics is actually beyond me. Jimmy, they're not fucking ready to hear what I'm going to say, man. I'm telling you right now. Like, oh, what's he going to say now? But I watched it happen this week with my own eyes. Oh, baby. And here's the part that's going to sting for a lot of people. There's a lot of creators out there, Jimmy, right now. I'm going to start on Monday. We are building the future in real time right here with a team that's borderline obsessed. I'm going to say the quiet part out loud that might offend some of you. And I promise you, some people, well, fuck yeah. Some of you, most of you are not going to like it. I'm telling you right now, because you're all fucking lazy.
He said lazy, and half of you just opened a new tab to avoid feeling.
Hey, I celebrate my gayness, my happiness, my feminine side of myself, the all sides of myself. Hey, I'm living longer today. How are you today? You living longer too?
Living longer is great, but you are living softer. That is the part nobody wants to say.
Yeah, living longer so much that I'm fucking tired, man. You know, about every 5 years, there's just shit that you got to get done, you know?
So a line of code is like a sentence that would make something work, right? So basically almost like 100,000 word essay. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set up my old devices and I'm going to do 7 hours of coding while I'm driving.
7 hours coding while driving is crazy. You cannot even finish one email without a snack break.
And that's what a lot of people don't really kind of wrap their head around, John. Like the computer interface of tomorrow is voice.
Cool, now the computer can hear you lying. I will start. Monday's about to get auto-muted.
No, it actually makes you have to think harder. You have to clearly articulate which one.
Depends on how you use it. Coders are in trouble, aren't they?
Every coder just sat up like, wait, is my job about to get punched by a robot?
Well, yes. They launched this tool for lawyers on their platform.
Lawyers got a tool and 600 billion disappeared. You still cannot cancel one subscription.
They knocked off $600 billion worth of market cap of software companies that sell software to lawyers. Hey, dude, we got a blind guy coming up on the show here today.
Here comes the guest that makes your excuses look like clown makeup. Get ready.
Blind guy who summited Everest, but he's achieved some crazy shit in life, blind. Again, another reason not to have an excuse to accomplish crazy shit, man.
The guest is blind and still doing Everest. You are tired because your charger is across the room.
Like, if you want to make me cry or really poke the bear for me, it would be, Keith, I'm taking your eyesight away. I think I might ask you to kill me instead.
One of my training partners, he fucking lost his leg. And, you know, he hurt with such a bad injury, he lost his leg for competition.
The only excuse is up here in your brain, right?
Your brain is a bullshit factory. It ships excuses overnight with free returns.
So if you have a tragedy happening, which could happen, you know, it's how do you turn it around to something? You know?
And the title of the show was something about people with, you know, big setbacks doing amazing things.
I'll tell you, man, we get folks with no arms, no legs who are doing crazy things. I want to have them on this show because that just shows you what is actually possible by all of us humans. Well, fuck, man. 5 hours.
5 hours is a whole comeback. You spend it scrolling and calling it decompression.
If you hit the snooze button already, you actually could have ran a marathon already. The World Anti-Doping Agency says it's looking into some strange but potentially serious allegations.
Elite sports is just grown men doing science experiments so they can win by a millimeter.
It just shows you what the little things that a high-level athlete will fight for. He'd like the jersey has 2 layers in it. He'd cut the second layer out. So he just got rid of every bit of extra fucking material that he could to lighten his load.
These dudes are shaving fabric molecules, and you will not even delete photos to free storage.
That's why I chose not to get fucking back surgery, because it was like I knew if I took that fucking break, somebody coming up was going to take my fucking spot.
That fear is real. You take 1 week off, and your younger self starts passing you.
Those new skills being leaning into the world around us right now is what I'm saying. Because I can see it.
And the guy that gets a job, wouldn't you say that he probably leans into it less? The guy that chooses not to get a job,
Yes.
he really fucking leans into it.
Are you a Trump or are you an Obama?
Oh boy. Here comes the comments section acting like a cage match with no ref.
It's kind of that diplomat or warrior philosophy.
Diplomat guys avoid the hard talk. Warrior guys start fires. Both act shocked when respect dies.
They're fucking, rode hard, put away wet. They just dumped out most of their fucking goddamn military on Ukraine.
I can see you're weak. Fuck you, I'm not being diplomatic right now.
He said it out loud. Half of you needed that. Half of you are already typing excuses.
Why would I negotiate with someone that doesn't have the possibility to fucking impose their position on my points? Why don't all these fucking people that are broke act like billionaires?
Because billionaires do boring shit daily. Broke people do vibe checks and then nap.
Imagine this. Your best friend accidentally shoots you during a turkey hunt.
That scenario is brutal, and you are out here acting like a missed workout is tragedy.
Jesus Christ.
You instantly lose your vision and it never comes back. Lights out forever.
That line makes your petty problems look tiny as hell. Go be present right now.
At 31 years old, you got 3 young daughters waiting for you at home. Johnny Bedwell is living proof that every excuse out there, Johnny, is bullshit.
I lost my eyesight, but I gained vision.
That just humbled the whole room. Even my ego sat down and shut up.
Our true vision is within us, man. Heart, mind, or soul, or spirit. And I gained vision when I lost my eyesight. Well, when I find the edge, I fall.
Meanwhile, you find a little discomfort and you call it boundaries. Stop it.
No, I just feel my way around. I'm just really cautious about it and feel my way around. And just, if you can crack a joke.
That is real toughness, not acting hard, being able to laugh when life hits you.
Get them to laugh. You laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
It just makes it, first and foremost, it makes life easier for you.
I mean, go, wait a minute. This fucking blind guy likes my shoes. How does he know what shoes I'm wearing?
John got spiritually exposed by a blind man. That is elite comedy.
Humor is a natural icecracker, isn't it, John? It really is.
It is. It's lovely. He's blind and he had no fucking problem getting on the show. What do all you motherfuckers that couldn't get on here that can have perfect vision have to stay for yourselves now? His fucking brain, one of the biggest fucking sensories his brain uses against us, is taken away from his brain.
Yeah, it's fascinating to me, man. It's absolutely fascinating to me because we want to see people's eyes.
People scream authenticity until they have to show their face. Then it is, I am not ready.
I know I jokingly put my sunglasses on this show here because, to me, people stop the scroll, but people want to see you when they can't see you.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, why didn't he say hi? Fuck, man. I think the first thing that came to my mind is these are people that have never really overcome major adversity, because someone that's overcome major adversity is going to come up to somebody like you and be very interested in how you've done what you've done.
One of the greatest gifts I was ever given in my life. Quite honestly, once I got to where I could talk again after a few days there, I was the one telling him, hey, bud, you got to let this go.
He is teaching forgiveness while you are still beefing with a guy from high school.
I was literally 2 months into the accident, sitting here, quite honestly, fighting back tears, wondering how I was going to be daddy, what do they think of me, how I was going to do anything. They taught me that blindness, just like everything in my life, the time in the military, how I was raised, where I'm from, it's a part of me, but it does not define me unless I allow it to.
You let traffic define you. You let one bad week define you. He will not.
I burnt both my hands a little bit on steam piping, and I have no real light sensational feel, and it just got so frustrating.
And then you go to the top of Everest, and while you're doing the Everest journey, you had to wait for 17 days at base camp.
17 days of waiting, and he stayed locked. You wait 17 minutes and spiral.
Like, you're sitting there, you're thinking, am I going to go? Am I not going to go?
And, an avalanche occurred, not an avalanche, a rock fall occurred above me, and one rock went right between my hands, and It hit my foot and cracked the top of my boot going up one section. But, you know, I can remember screaming at myself, no, just take another blanking step. Take another step.
That is the whole formula. Then stop negotiating like a bitch.
I'm still out here doing climbs and trying to complete the Explorers Grand Slam, which is to climb the highest peak on all 7 continents.
Yeah.
Both North and South Poles. I have the North Pole left.
North Pole left, and you got one grocery trip left before you quit and order garbage.
And I'm getting ready to go back to Mount Kilimanjaro to climb with two buddies of mine who lost their eyesight in combat. Oh, I have one. It's between my ears if you ask my dad. So.
We got a lot of dudes that can't get on our show with eyes, with ears, with all faculties, and they still can't get on the show. Dude, you don't have any eyes and you still got on our show fucking more than twice.
No eyes, still shows up. You got eyes, Wi-Fi, and fear. Fix that.
Joking aside, the blackout here is a microcosm of what Lonnie needs to deal with. I know Petro's been dealing with some weather out there in the Carolinas, Johnny, but we're hoping Petro's going to join us here in a few minutes.
It's only impossible until somebody does it. Think back over time. Think about how many things were not possible. And then as soon as the first person pulls it off, everybody else starts repeating what once was impossible.
Listen, our guest just on the show here today, blind Navy veteran who refused to let vision loss hold him back, climbing mountains. He's conquered some of the world's most dangerous rivers, including the Grand Canyon, stood on Mount Everest, and he's raised 3 daughters as a single dad along the way.
Said his vision, he gained vision when he lost his eyesight.
Yet so many folks are struggling because they're making excuses. Let's just talk about excuses and Petro, the idea of an excuse and the bullshit of an excuse. Petro.
I think what you're starting to see is the benefits of that longevity.
Longevity is not magic. It is boring discipline and saying no to dumb shit.
I think you're starting to see this more, and people are sort of taking a break, like you see Serena Williams talking about possibly coming back.
Serena might come back. You cannot come back from stairs without making dad noises.
The one thing that worked in my favor is that I was a fucking fat little boy, right?
That honesty is rare. Half of you lie about your starting point, then wonder why progress sucks.
One of the biggest things that I did to help my longevity was the avoidance of fucking processed foods.
Processed food tastes amazing, then your joints start talking like, hey, dumbass, we are inflamed.
And foods in general that created massive inflammation. When you get athletes that are high level for 2 decades, that's a long fucking time. And you don't find athletes that do that without what we're talking about. Yeah, I mean, there's no question that you start off by looking at the greats and you start following their rhythms and patterns.
You know, we saw Judas Priest this past summer. I mean, these guys, long layovers, but they realized because they didn't do all of the crazy, wild things that they learned vicariously from all of the other rock stars that, maybe, died young or burned out way too early and you never saw them again.
And funny enough, his 46-year-old self beat his 22 or 24, whatever it was. Yeah, just by a nose. The younger guy actually got out of the gate a little faster. But dude, they had these guys like running on top of each other. So it wasn't side by side. You were watching literally and it was, what he did was he learned to basically get to a better top speed or carries momentum, whatever it would be. But he beat himself by a fucking nose. It was pretty crazy. You're not worried about training hard enough. You're worried about recovering enough.
You cannot outwork shitty sleep. You just become tired and angry with a gym membership.
Because as you get older, if you don't match your recovery with your training, then that fucking decline goes really fucking fast. Nothing is ready to go.
Oh yeah.
So we went and played a pretty nasty game of pickleball, which was, I just need to push myself and somehow, it doesn't have to be in the gym. I just needed to give some sort of physical, call it ass whipping. But, you have to learn to listen. You have to, the old me would have been, it doesn't matter. I'll just train whatever's the least sore. I did a majority of a prep to get my pro card at 700 grams of protein. I need you to understand something. We've got different propellers in this journey. You need to understand very clearly that the propeller that owns 85% of our progress is in the fucking kitchen. not in the gym.
Kitchen is the steering wheel. If your fridge is chaos, your results will be chaos.
The number one thing that ends somebody up in a fucking home, where you're going from their own home to a old folks home, they can't get off the fucking toilet.
When you break that down, you're actually only seeing them a handful of visits left in a lifetime.
And she was 93 when she passed. But I had always thought, when I would leave her house, I would think, I don't know, you never know, this might be the last time.
Success does not knock on someone's front door.
Oh, yeah. No, you got to go knock on success's door.
Yeah, and you know what that door fucking says? Fail 1,000 times first, dickhead.
One day you'll pick up your child for the last time, you don't even know it.
Today is the day that you have the chance to do something that's going, not yesterday. Nobody fucking cares about yesterday.
So this is this little throwback to the 80s when you're approaching the weekend and you're like, all right, I'm going to load up for the weekend with my Super Nintendo, my Ghetto Blaster, and my Doritos.
I didn't have fucking Doritos in the house, and I definitely didn't have a fucking Nintendo because I had no fucking TV to play it on.
These AI agents have it's like a Reddit, right? It's a place for AI agents that are now hiring humans. But think of these little make these agents put them in a robot, put them in Tesla's Optimus, and have a room of these robots communicating, because that's essentially what this is.
Yes. The AI thinks and just tells you, go do this dumb shit for me real quick, and I'll give you $5.
Because if I'm understanding correctly, in the olden days, the human like yourself, the social science, hey, I got a hypothesis about this, and then you build the experiment and then you bring it to life. Well, now you have all these agents doing this autonomously. They're going to discover some things that humans can't even be thinking about.
But when you put ideas into AI, I mean, it can take what would maybe take you 2 or 3 years, maybe less than a minute. All right, nobody owns the ideas either. Nobody owns an idea. But being able to take the idea, the conception, and then figure out, how do I test this idea through experimentation?
As if you're not pushing buttons, you never find that. There's always a door that's going to open. You know, it's great to fucking find a button that's hidden and open the door for the first time.
Orchestra by candlelight.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be really, really hot deal.
That's fun. If you die, the job you post will be posted before you. It's actually true. I never thought about that, but if somebody died today, they're posting the new job before your body's even buried, before the funeral even happens. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I am so fucking proud right now. And I'm feeling a little dangerous right now, too. Yeah, true story. We are building something that makes the rest of the internet, well, frankly, look like yesterday's museum. Kindness is power without the need to dominate the room. Meanwhile, the future is already walking through the door. And half of you are still standing there, slippers, looking around, wondering, do I use this tool, or how do I use it for the other people? Everybody's got a framework. Oh my goodness. Neiman, if I see one more framework, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because everybody's selling a PDF like it's a cure for boredom. Your turn is ending. And I know you can feel it. And that is why people are panicking about AI. Not because AI is the problem. No, AI is just exposing the truth. You're calling it slop because you don't know how to use it. You're calling it slop because you're scared. You're calling it slop because I am passing you every single day. You're calling it slop because you still hit the snooze button. Live is truth. And truth is the only thing that survives what is coming. It's because we're building the thing that everyone else is too scared to build. I'm putting it on the table like it is. It's called truth. The future is not going to arrive and ask if you are comfortable. No. Because if you're waiting for that, it's going to pass you. Because the future is going to arrive and start taking market share. And yes, this week I witnessed the birth of my vision. So if you're looking for a polite little success story, fuck man, wrong channel. Go somewhere else. This is a hostile takeover of morning media. Humans, you just watched a learning experience happen live on the show. If I hear anybody else call themselves a thought leader, yeah, usually stands for humongous bullshitter. Pain is good. Extreme pain is extreme.
Extreme pain is realizing this was the warm-up. Full show is about to start. Keep your ass parked.
Super Bowl's over, and you already told yourself, I blew it, so screw this week.
That sentence ruins more bodies than beer ever could. True story.
Today, we're helping you reset without shame. Shame doesn't build discipline.
Welcome to the Big Show, Nation. Let's go.
Welcome to Mornings in the Lab, where accountability partner here to help you start your day with real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation. We are live and we are an R-rated experience.
The best part was when I got out of the car, it was
Everybody's trying to win. Nobody's trying to solve.
Live beats perfect every time.
Reset is a decision, not a calendar date.
Listening is how you find the real problem underneath the surface. What is shaking, Nation? We're back at it, Nation. What's going on? If you woke up this morning feeling heavy, I did, feeling heavy, foggy, and quietly disappointed in yourself, we're going to help you flip that feeling into momentum starting today, not next month and not after. Next week, next month. Yes, you know how we're getting after it. Hey, it's Super Bowl Monday. How's everybody feeling this morning? I got to admit, I got a confession. Jimmy, just slowly making my way in this morning. Yeah. Woo, baby. We'll talk about it coming up on the big show here today. Hey, guys, just a heads up. Good morning and welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, your live morning show for real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversations that you will not find anywhere else. Guaranteed. Hey, quick invitation for you. Like the show, subscribe to it, and drop a comment. I see you out there, Sullivan. I see you out there, Howard. And hey, where are you tuning in from today? And how is that Monday post-Super Bowl morning treating you guys today? You feeling all husky? You feeling all bloated? Hey, Jimmy, how you feeling today? How you feeling today, Jimmy? Jimmy. Hey, Kai, how you feeling today? Yes, good morning, Holroyd. Hey, guys, R-rated experience, so we're going to use all the kind words we've used before the show. So if you're offended by words that might rub you the wrong way, and we're talking rubbing, Jimmy, this would be the show that you might get rubbed the wrong way. Hey, true story. So if the kids are around, I would invite you to ask the kids to leave the room, or just put the headphones on, or put the headphone on yourself. Either or. Yeah. Hey, and fellas, if you've been hitting snooze just one morning every single day since January 1st, what's the numbers now, Jimmy? 360 minutes of snoozing on your own potential. Yes, you've left 360 minutes on the table. You're 6 full hours behind the guy who gets up. Just pause on that one for a second. 6 full hours by having some button control your life. Yeah. And not because the guy's better than you or the button's better than you. It's because he is more motivated to get up before the button. Yes. Anyways, hey, that's what this show's about. Your daily accountability partner for men who want to stack those small decisions and stop leaking time through hitting that snooze button along the way. Hey, coming up, guys, trending topics. Ricky Martin. Yes. Shake bon bon, shake bon bon, shake bon bon. Yeah, 54 years old. The guy won the Super Bowl last year. Did you guys see Martin? Jimmy, did you see Martin? Holroyd, did you see Martin? Sully, did you see Martin? Oh, sorry, I got to say this. Hey, guys, I like to call it as it is. All my hardcore conservative friends. All my really hardcore conservative friends. Oh, what the hell was that Ricky Martin doing on stage? Oh, why was Lady Gaga there? Or it was, hey, I couldn't understand what the guy was singing. Who was that singing guy? Come on, you guys. Really? Honest to God. Lady Gaga rocked it. Ricky Martin rocked it. Petro, Ricky Martin looked unbelievable. The guy looked unbelievable. Gaga was there. Pedro Pascal was there. So I know some of you didn't like the Super Bowl performance. So we'll talk about it coming up on the show here. Other conversations on the table. We're talking Olympics. Good job, Kai. Yes, old man. Old man wins a gold medal. There you go. There's the headline. Old man wins gold medal. Thank you, Kai. Good one. Love that one. Hey, SpaceX is going to the moon instead of going to Mars. We're talking about that. And we are going to get to some of the Olympic uniforms today on the show as well. And we're going to talk about, somebody got married on stage during the Super Bowl yesterday. We're going to have that conversation. And then because we don't got a guest today on the show, we got the Curiosity Cache. 30 deadliest destinations that we are sending Johnny to. Yeah, true story. From Snake Island in Brazil to, hey, Holroyd, I'm sorry, Petro. Holroyd, you and me, 30th top destinations not to go to. Number 1, United States of America. Oh, did he just say that? I did. I love you guys. Love you guys. One of them might be the Democratic Republic of Congo. Oh, interesting. That's a loaded situation. Hey, deep dive, hour 2. The Super Bowl is over. Now, too many of you dudes, maybe myself included sometimes, we've been making excuses up until today. Well, today might be the day that we put the excuses away because there's no more getting together with the boys and crushing burgers and wings and crushing all that crappy food. Yeah. So, hey, today might be the day to get after it. And then morning focus, the humans first rebellion. Hey, guys, Jimmy. The morning loop, it starts. When is it starting? When is that morning loop going to start? Is it going to start right now?
Super Bowl's over. Seats are empty. Your excuses echo like cups rolling down steps. This rooftop's our locker room now. No crowd, no hype. Just you choosing the next right thing. Guilt's a performance. Discipline's cleanup. Pick up one habit today. Put it back tomorrow. Leadership shows up in your body first. If you can't manage breakfast, don't pretend you'll manage pressure. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab, Nation. Monday is the test. Let's clean this shit up.
full-on confession this morning. The handsome guy, that guy over there, not this guy, dragging his ass. Oh, yeah. Had a big road trip out to Saskatchewan this weekend and got in late last night. Dude, was caught up in some massive rains and ice weather, and I found myself driving like 50 kilometers an hour on the way home because it was just a big skating rink. Craziness, just craziness. But I made it home, and well, we'll talk about it when Johnny's here, man. What a great trip out to Saskatchewan this weekend to hang out with guards. Hey, guys, phone lines are open. 431-300-3005. Did you like the Super Bowl? We'd love to hear from you. Or come say hi in the comments. And to those of you that are not watching the show live, well, it's too bad. If I didn't have to do... wrong choice of words. If I didn't get to do this show this morning, Jimmy, I would have rolled over too and hit the snooze button. No, I would not have. I'm not a snoozer. Not at all. 431-300-3005. We'll get into the show. So if you notice that the energy is on medium today, it's because my energy was expired over the entire weekend of hanging out with my son, watching hockey, and driving 15 hours, maybe 17 hours. But that driving, I was coding the entire time. Now, before you guys get your knickers and are not going, Keith, weren't you driving? Well, I was driving, but I was coding with my mind and my words. So I was... I had my device in front of me, I had my laptop on my seat next to me, and I was using my voice to think and to communicate and to code. And oh my goodness, is my brain full of mush today. Holroyd did not watch the Super Bowl this weekend. Instead, he chose to watch Britain's Strongest Man. Love that. That's good counter programming. Yeah, it was on Saturday night. Oh, so you decided to watch it after. There you go. That works pretty good. That's pretty good at all. Hey, guys, coming up in the second hour, I got something to say. I got a little bit of a monologue. And I think, Kai, I think the algorithm, I think what I have to say later might offend the algorithm. Yeah. Because I'm doing a lot of reading. It's what I do for a living. And I don't think people hate AI. Nope. I think they're hating the soulless content. That's what I'm thinking. And they're hating the fake community. Yeah, I was talking to some folks this weekend out in Saskatchewan. People asking me what I do for a living, and I talk about the world of AI, and like, yeah, I don't mind AI. I find that it has no soul. Like, yeah, that's exactly kind of the part of it. Hence, we have been leaning into creating personalities with our characters, the Frankie and Tommies and so forth. So, yeah, maybe it is this whole idea of hating the soulless content and instead enjoying the, what can come out of it. So, and I'm getting a sense there might be a rebellion starting. Yep, humans first. No filters, no performative nonsense. Coming up, bottom, second hour, we're going to break down exactly what that is and how to win in it. And how to win in a world of AI-generated content where people are craving community more than ever. We're going to break it down and how to win it later in the show. So guys, don't bounce. Stick around. Bottom hour 2. Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends on the Morning Focus. Okay, so what are you guys up to this week? What's shaking today? What did you guys get after on the weekend? I saw Holroyd watch Britain's Strongest Man. I wonder how Petro went and saw Fleetwood Mac on Saturday. I wonder how that one was. But hey, let's get the show on the road here this morning. Let's get the show on the road. Get the show on the road from grocery bagger to the Super Bowl. The Bad Bunny Business Report. Frankie, Tommy, what did you guys drop last night before the show? And let's give it a watch. Jimmy.
How do you go from bagging groceries to headlining the Super Bowl in 4 years? It's not luck. It's a tactical blueprint.
I worked a register in 2016. My biggest headline was cleanup on aisle 4. Where's my halftime show?
He forced the world to adapt to him. He didn't change the language, he changed the market.
Like how you forced me to listen to these rants before I've had coffee.
Authenticity is the asset. He broke every rule in the pop star handbook and built a monopoly on being himself.
He didn't cross over. He made the Super Bowl learn Spanish. I can respect a guy who refuses to translate.
Volume, visibility, you gotta be everywhere.
Stop yelling. You're at an 11, I need a 2.
From bagger to billionaire, we're breaking down the blueprint. Mornings in the Lab, 8 a.m. EST, YouTube, X, and LinkedIn.
So the guy dropped the last night. The bunny man, the bad bunny man, bad bunny, bad bunny, bad bunny. Hey, what was that? Why the hell? Holroyd, you know. What was Adam Sandler's second movie, the golf one? Because Bad Bunny was in it. And I watched the movie this winter with Cart. The hell was that movie again called? It just escaped me. But before we do that, I see the big dog sitting in the green room, Jimmy. What is the transportation bringing him to the lab today?
I'll tell you. Here's the thing, guys. I'm an extremist by nature, right? So if you're gonna go fucking gay, go all the way gay. Don't like this middle ground doesn't make any sense to me. You know?
Was that a garbage truck or recycling truck?
Well, that's my whole point. What the fuck was it?
I love that, man. You're dressed in the garb too. You're all just jacked in.
It looked like a moving van.
Is that what it was? It's so good.
I don't know. That's the whole point, though. So I'm saying, if it's so supposed to be funny because I'm doing so, let's make it identifiable. What am I driving?
Oh, I love it. I love it. How are you, pal? What's shaking today?
Good.
Yeah.
Good morning. Yeah, I'm feeling good.
That's
Can't
good.
complain.
That's good. You and I are hanging out today.
Great game of pickleball yesterday.
Yeah. How did you do?
It was actually the first time that Terry and I, because we just kind of back and forth. And so yesterday we actually
rally. Just do the rally, back and forth rally.
Yeah, because it's just like, okay, let's just kind of see how long we can get it going, you know?
Yeah.
And so when when we play for a while, then we can do it. They're like, let's actually play with some points. So we played points yesterday. It was kind of fun.
Well, so I was about to give you some gears, actually. I was about to say, really, you guys just fucking hit the ball back and forth like a couple of, let's just hit the ball back and forth. Like, come on, man, compete.
Well, dude, you clearly have never done this before. Clearly. Yeah, hit the ball back and forth 30 times and see how easy it is to breathe. And then tell me, come on, compete. You can't breathe, compete. Yeah, because a game, you might only have 3 back and forths, and then you're walking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's like the idea is to hit it where the other person can't get it back to you. That's the whole concept.
I guess so. I guess it's like tennis or ping pong in that way. Or goal.
So like, let's just say Serena and Venus, two of the best players, said, okay, let's just go hard and keep this going.
Yes.
They could wear themselves out so fast because there's no breaks.
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking?
We're using it for more of a let's get better and let's work out.
I get you. Yeah, I get you.
It's not fucking table tennis, dude, where you're just sitting here, competing. It made it more fun, but it's so much easier.
Yes. Yeah. So forgive the ignorance of this question, but I don't know it. That's why I have to ask it. How long could you guys actually rally for? Like, would it be like 10, 15, like how many times? It would
just depend on so it's a good question. Like if we were like just trying to keep it going and being really gentle with each other, we could probably keep it going as long as we wanted to.
Okay.
But then what happens is one of us will need a little more and give it a good shot, and then it starts going faster.
Well, yeah.
Or one of us hits a bad shot, and the other one's got to fucking go like, you might have to go out of bounds and get it on the third fucking bounce to get it back.
I believe
at that point, popping it up to get it up over to the other side, where then the person coming back in is getting back in as quick as they can, and the person that got the really high one is going to be nice and hit a real gentle one where it's easy to get. So you're doing it like a teammate, not an opponent.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. But what I'm suspecting happened though is as you guys go back and have like a friendly rally back and forth, eventually one of you, and I'm suspecting it's probably Terry, who's like, fuck it, I'm going to try to push him a little harder. So she gets it. So the aggression goes up maybe 1 or 2 percentage points. And then it gets to you and you're like, well, fuck, man. And then it's another one. And then before you know it, you guys are going back.
Usually me. If I get fucking tired, I'll fucking gun one over there she can't get to give myself a break.
It's usually me.
Yeah.
You know, I was you familiar with curling? So I was great. Are you familiar with curling?
I've never done it, but you're talking about the thing where the guy slides the thing and then the other guy's out front with a broom.
That's exactly it. Good morning, Matty Rufy out there. I see you out there, brother. Yes, it is. That's exactly, Johnny. And I was doing some reading over the weekend that apparently, Americans are trying to make curling the next pickleball, where it's an accessible sport. It's basically chess on ice. I'll tell you right now, you would like curling. As I've gotten to know you, you would like it. It's a mind game. There's obviously some physical aspect to it, but it's very mental. My dad's 83. My dad still curls, still gets in the hack just like this. And he still curls exactly like you're watching here. I know you would, as a matter of fact, I guarantee you would really enjoy it. Did you remember, John, remember the game Crokinole, where you had to do you remember that game, John, Crokinole at all or not? No?
I'm intrigued by curling, but I would say two things that work against it.
Yes.
It's inside on ice.
Yeah, I get you. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Because I tend to want to pick things where I'm outside that are warm. If those guys are walking around in fucking beach shorts catching rays, that would fit my choice of activities much more.
I totally get you. Yeah. A couple things though. So, sure, it's on ice. We're not talking about an ice cold rink. It's.
I don't see anybody in short sleeves.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But like I said, I think you would really enjoy because the math, the angles, the science, the thought process behind it. As I've gotten to know you, I really believe you'd be quite intrigued by it because it's very much a mental game, right?
Well, it looks like a turbocharged mental version of what's the one where you're rolling the balls?
Bocce?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we were actually going to put a bocce ball court in our California house, but we opted not to do it.
Okay, yeah.
I don't remember why we chose not to.
Yeah. Or shuffleboard, right? Shuffleboard where you throw the rock down the board. There's same kind of idea, but curling's fun. I've curled.
Yeah, shuffleboard is the same. It's the same concept. It's literally the same concept, isn't it?
That's right. That's very
probably different rules, but
very similar. Yeah. But I was just saying though. So I guess there's some yatter that as America, as North America is aging. And pickleball has become one of those popular sports. There's this impetus to maybe put curling on that same board there. So,
the thing about pickleball, is you still got to fucking move.
Well, that's just it, right? That's exactly.
It's like Jesus Christ, Americans. Can you get any fucking lazier?
I will say this is funny because my dad still curls, and like I said, he's 82, 83, I guess it is. And still gets down in the hack on his knees. And you watch curlers, man, and you got to sweep. So you sweep a broom and he fucking gets it, man. And it keeps him active because then he gets to do it, which is, speaking of getting to do it, you'll appreciate this. I was out to watch Carter play hockey this weekend and booked a hotel. I asked to go on, it's a four floor hotel. I asked for the fourth floor. He's like, sir, I'm just curious. Why do you want to go to the fourth floor? I said, so I can take the stairs. He looks at me and smiles. He goes, oh, I go, well, I get to. And that's kind of the attitude I'm in. Is I get to take the stairs. I want to take the stairs. So, Johnny, I purposely went to the fourth floor and I avoided the elevator the entire weekend. True story. Purposely.
So, you know what you got to do then is even better. Now you got 4 stories, which is a little shy for what I would want, but it'll still get the job done.
Yeah.
Then you wake up, take the first 30 minutes of your day, and just go fucking hump it up and down those steps.
That's exactly what I did, actually. I didn't do 30, but
double step in that thing and really get the glutes going.
Yeah. So I did. So it's funny you say that because I was thinking about you and I in this damn show, and I'm like, okay, well, I can't be the hypocrite. I'm staying on the 4th floor. I'm going to do the stairs. I did the stairs, went down to the gym, walked on the treadmill, went back up the stairs, and I basically worked in 30 minutes, kind of like a circuit of just up and down the stairs into the treadmill, back up again. But I did it very much as a leaning into the get. I get to do this, so why wouldn't I? As simple as that sounds, that's exactly why I made that choice.
Well, you should sometime just try this.
Yeah, tell me.
Like if you get on a set of steps, like if you could find one that say 6, once you're at 6, you're there. 7 or 8, fuck, you're in good shape. Just say, okay, I'm going to see if I can walk up and down these things for an hour.
Oh, yeah.
45 minutes. Dude, it's fucking brutal. Well, I mean, the simplest fucking, and remember, you have the whole way to come down to recoup.
Yes.
It's a fairly long, especially when your legs get wobbly.
Yes.
You're fucking holding on to get down, and you get to the fucking bottom, and then and Jesus Christ, it's like each one you can feel the tank in your legs draining out.
When I was training for Kilimanjaro, Johnny, you'll appreciate AJ. So at the gym we were at, there was maybe like 3 stories, but the way the stairs went up the building, not steep, but just a good incline. He's like, okay,
dude, a set of steps is a set of steps.
Yeah, no, he's like, okay, your job today is to do steps, and he'd have me doing an hour of steps up and down because you're climbing, man. So you got to get used to climbing. So you're right, dude. As simple as steps are, man, they're a killer, man. They're just actually a killer for you,
dude. Some of the so in my strength training career, every Thursday was my step training day. There was about 30 minutes from my house. Clearly, we've never talked about this before.
No, tell me.
Is 149 or 51, fucking straight up. I mean, when I say straight up, 40 steep fucking thing. One landing in the middle. And you had to carry enough steam off the bottom flight to hit one step across the landing and carry your speed. And dude, those fucking things were brutal. I mean, and I would be, 3 or 15 pounds just fucking blazing this thing. And it would just, because when you do them all the time, it's, dude, the amount of endurance your legs get. I can't tell you how those help me.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
I took Terry there first date.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And when people would often want to come with me, I had no problem, but I was like, this is my fucking time to train. So I really, and I didn't like it when someone would get in my way because they weren't really wide enough for me to pass somebody without worrying about knocking them off. And I knocked plenty of people off into the fucking dirt on the side. But I told Terry, because my goal would be to give a person a lead enough that I could barely catch them to the top. So it actually made me work harder.
Yeah.
And so we didn't know each other. I looked at her and I'm like, you can start at the halfway. And she looks at me like fucking insulted. She was pissed actually, kind of. But I beat her to the top every fucking time, even when she was halfway. And she's like, I never fucking experienced something like that before.
I admit I'm a butt guy. I certainly enjoy a nice woman's rear end. And when I first met Lauren and we were training together for climbing, I made sure that Lauren would always get in front of the steps or the hills in front of me so I could follow Lauren. And it was a good motivation to try to get to the top because I was following her little butt to the top. I'm like, all right, I can go chase that. It was like perfect motivation, man. I'm like, okay, you go on the stairs first and I'll go behind you. And it was awesome. I was always happy to go behind her on the stairs. It was a good little training technique for my brain. True story. Yeah.
Different style of training because you were training for like a long haul. I was like, okay, this is like 22 seconds busting ass to the top. I'm not looking at anything.
I love it. Hey, so it's funny because Petro puts the comment in here. I bet Ricky Martin has been doing a stair climber. So did you watch Super Bowl at all yesterday?
Yeah, we went to a place, got dinner and watched it. Yeah, we did when he came on.
Yeah.
It took me a second to figure out. I'm like, this motherfucker looks like he did 20 years ago.
Fucking, does he ever look good?
Oh, shit. Yeah, he's clearly stayed on top of his regimen.
Wow. He looked awesome. He looked fit. He looked, he looked super handsome, dude. He's same age as you and I.
Yeah.
Right? He looked jacked. He sounded great. And I thought he was really good. So what did you think of the halftime performance? What is your opinion on it besides you don't care?
I mean, it was different. I didn't pay too close attention.
Yeah.
I probably paid closer attention because my youngest daughter and her, because her boyfriend is Hispanic.
Okay.
And so that's their favorite artist.
Yes.
So I paid attention more because I was intrigued for them. They were fucking love. They weren't with us, but Tara and I knew they were just fucking loving it.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. I mean, there's no question they made you saw some shit you never saw before.
You know what? So it's interesting, John. So thank you for giving me that word. I'm going to take that word today. Interesting. Because it's not that I disliked it and it's not that I liked it. I think I'm just so used to seeing a spectacle of performances in the past. This was a different kind of spectacle, I guess. So I like you said interesting because I really enjoyed seeing Ricky Martin. I thought it was pretty cool.
When before have you been seeing a shot in a Super Bowl show where it looks like that person might be in some sort of wilderness, like through the blades of grass?
Yes, that exactly. So that's where I would lean into. I thought they did a really wonderful job performing it. And I think, yeah, look at Ricky Martin, man. Like his, maybe he got a little bit of, he just looked great. I thought he looked really good for sure. There's Jason Hewlett actually. So it's funny, Cheryl, because I thought the same thing. So remember our guest Jason Hewlett, because he was a Ricky Martin impersonator. I saw Ricky Martin on stage, and I'm like, oh my god, there's actually Jason Hewlett singing on stage there as Ricky Martin. But I will say this, and listen, I know our show is just about offering opinions and thoughts and giving people things to think about. If there's anything that I did think about yesterday's performance was, and even the game, it certainly just magnifies the separation of the great country of America. I really believe that. You watched the game yesterday; it was a blowout by one side, then the other side, and then even the Super Bowl performance. It was just such a dividing type performance. And what my one comment was, there was a whole faction of people that are almost like the bullies. It was like, well, I don't like what you guys are doing, so I'm going to go there and have my own performance. So, because Kid Rock and a bunch of people did their own performance on YouTube, right? So I found it quite.
I didn't know that. What happened?
Yeah, a certain percentage of Americans did not want to watch the Super Bowl performance because they couldn't get themselves wrapped around the Puerto Rican performance. So they created a separate Kid Rock concert with a couple of other artists, and you could choose to watch that on YouTube if you didn't want to watch the Bad Bunny performance.
It's actually fucking quite interesting because that was never an option before.
I know.
You know what that is? That's just fucking smart fucking business is what that is. You can say you don't want to watch this, you can watch me. How about it? Here's an opportunity. I'm going to be the first to take advantage of this opportunity because it's the first time we've ever had this ability for it to actually happen. Correct?
Yeah.
It was on YouTube, correct?
It was about it was done at a soundstage, some soundstage done in the, it was a little 15-minute concert done on some soundstage in America. I guess they had about 3 or 4 million people tune in. I don't know. I think it's kind of like, so my opinion is this.
Forgive me. The whole thing was on YouTube though, correct?
Just the halftime performance. Yes.
But I mean, never before could someone actually, never been like, okay, let's switch to CBS and watch me.
Yeah, no. Yeah, hey, listen, I'm not disagreeing with you, and it's fine. You're right, Patrick Rose. It was the lip synced Kid Rock performance. Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. No, Johnny. So for me, I looked at it as a kind of like, well, we all don't want to go play with you guys over there, so we're going to set up our own thing. And it's almost like the big bully who's like, I don't like how you're doing things, so I'm going to go do my thing over here. And then, a few people showed up. Listen, I do agree with choice. I do agree with people having their own ability to do things. And you're right. There's good business counter programming there. I don't think it continues to perpetuate the message of being together because it continues to perpetuate the message of separation, which I don't think we both like.
Well, I think unfortunately we're way past together.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
I mean, anybody who's thinking that a fucking Super Bowl performance is going to create unity is really fucking smoking some good shit.
I would agree with you there. Yeah. And then I have to say, man, I have to giggle. And then the man with orange hair, the delightful president of the United States, gets onto his platform and starts commenting on Bad Bunny's performance. And
what did he say?
Oh, this is horrible stuff. You can't even understand the guy. He's not speaking English. And you're like, yeah. John, it's the same stuff that your extra old uncle would say, because he's just, it's the 90-year-old uncle that's complaining because why is he talking with those marbles in his mouth? You're like, dude, he's fucking singing, man. Leave him alone. Right. So it was just brutal, man. Just actually brutal. But it was good. I was looking forward to having a chat with us here today. Hey, moving on. Remember how Elon was taking the gang up to Mars? Well, Johnny, they are realigning. They're not going to Mars. They are going to make their way to the moon. SpaceX is going to set up a moon base up on the moon first before they get to Mars.
Interesting.
That is interesting, actually. Yeah, and I guess
my first question is why? Is it practice, or does it make it easier to access Mars, or what's the purpose of the change?
Well, I would. It's easier, and there's more opportunity to to learn. Hey Kai, I don't have the link for the Mars one here. If you can drop the link here, Kai, that would be helpful for me. Thank you.
Does Mars have gravity?
Mars does have gravity. Yes.
That's going to be a tough one to get past for a human on the moon.
Yeah. Well, so I believe what's changed is that they're recognizing that the moon is that obviously Mars is going to be hard to get to. The window to get to Mars is very different. It only happens once every few years. And the reality was, I guess if we can't get there, let's go and test our abilities. Let's go test what we can build on the moon. So they're going to go to the moon first. And the other reality is, John, is that there's other nations that are chasing to get to the moon too, being China and Russia. So it's back to that race again, who can get there and establish sovereignty or establish rules, et cetera, and Elon is going to make it. Speaking of that too, also installing data centers in space too. Just crazy science fiction stuff happening. I'm telling you right now, it's craziness. It's interesting actually to me.
Yeah, all it does, something like this takes what we think we know about future technology, just fucking peels splits your skull wide open.
Oh, speaking of future technology, remember how last week I said to you that there was that platform for AI agents that they
were stealing credit cards to buy pizzas. Yeah. What did they do since then?
I'm glad you asked.
I'll guarantee that now they're wishing that, everybody was appalled with the pizza. What did they fucking do now?
I'm glad you asked, because there is now a Pornhub for agents, and it's called I think it's called
these things on there, just like anime, just on there fucking
rubbing out their agent tools. No, it's Pornhub for agents, explicit tokens, raw logins, no safety filter. It's essentially it's essentially MoltHub as Pornhub for agents. It's just explicit computational content, like it's just a bunch of goofy content.
Has one of these things tried to do any damage gambling? Like when I say damage, like make a bunch of money gambling yet?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think we probably want to do some.
Once we see that just opens up the possibilities of what these things may go do.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
If they're thinking, okay, I can go grab all these resources without actually contributing. Oh, mercy.
Oh, mercy. Speaking of mercy.
Somebody gets $1 million. Very different if they just suck $1 million out of a fucking website gambling, or if they actually contribute goods and services to earn that $1 million. They've made the world a better place.
Yes.
But if you're just sucking resources, you're making and most people don't look at it that way.
No, I agree. Yeah. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hang out with Keith and John this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith and John. We're having an awesome post-Super Bowl conversation this morning in the lab. Speaking of the Super Bowl, the man discovers he's not, in fact, faster than an NFL linebacker in today's Dumb Shit Award. Johnny, somebody decided they were going to jump onto the field yesterday and have some fun. And Jimmy, if you can drop this clip, we'll get the Dumb Shit Award running here. It's actually, I'll share with you. I went to an event in Saskatchewan years ago where I decided to hit the field.
Did you really? Oh, fuck. What kind of an event was it?
It was a big, there we go. Yeah. So it was an event. So in Saskatchewan, there's the Labor Day Classic. It's like a big, so our two teams are 6 hours apart, massive rivalry, and every long weekend, busloads of Winnipeggers head to Regina.
What kind of sport is it?
Football, Canadian football.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So next question is, what was your motivation for running on the field?
Because my buddy dared me to.
Jesus Christ!
So
you were one of those.
Well, so I was in the stands.
Just all I need to know is that you're not one of those anymore, and we'd still be friends.
I'm absolutely not one of those. But I was at the event, and we had a banner on our body. We were dressed as a couple of of like football players stuck in a banner, and we were maybe had a couple of cocktails, Johnny, just maybe a couple of cocktails.
If you're fucked up, that just tell me you were fucked up. Give me a reason why.
Just a couple of cocktails past fucked up, and then it was, hey, wouldn't it be fun if you guys went into the end zone? Oh yeah, it would be a lot of fun if we went into the end zone. Next thing you know, we were being escorted out of the end zone, out of the stadium, and then our buddies were like, "Oh, you guys actually went in the end zone?" Well, yeah, you told us to go in the end zone. So yeah, I was. It was one of those moments. Yeah.
Was this pre or post in shape, Keith?
Oh, this is way young, husky, chasing bad.
So you got caught very quickly.
Oh fuck, man! Yeah, yes.
So the fat security guard fucking legged you down. He caught you from behind. The fat fucker that was eating fucking Cheetos, sitting in a chair, caught you from behind before you could score.
I never did any streak, like these people, but it was just.
This guy was naked too.
I don't think he was. Was he streaking? No, I think he just ran out there without. So that's beyond me, man. When somebody goes out there and streaks naked, that's actually beyond me. Hey, so when you were wrestling, did you ever have any fans decide to try to interact with you guys? Like you see sometimes.
Pretty rarely, because they kept security around.
Yes.
But you had to be ready to. I mean, every once in a while, shit happens. Like shit. Finn Balor, he's the top of WWE. We had a fucking match where, and we didn't actually check this with the bookers, so we got in a little bit of fucking trouble for this, because normally when you do something with fan interaction, you got to check it with the bookers.
Oh, okay.
And so basically, the spot was. I basically fucking picked him up and threw him over the fucking guardrails right into the first few rows. And I actually flipped him out there about 5 or 6 rows deep. And one of his legs went fucking peeling around and cracked this lady right in the eye. Oh yeah. And it was hammer time. She was like, they had to fucking pull her out of there. Our match finished. There was a small break because they fucking had to bring the medics in. And it was in the G1 tournament, which is like the biggest tournament of the year. TV, every fucking match. Yeah. And at the end, there's a banquet for all the sponsors and shit.
Okay. Yeah.
They brought her and her family to the banquet, which normally you never have a fan in these things unless you're paid huge money to get there.
Yeah.
And like Ferg and I, we had to go and like spend time with her, and just because she could have sued the fucking pants off the company.
Oh.
So we were trying to make sure that she felt like we were very sorry, and because they're not like America,
so
to make a buck, we would. So basically, that was the company's way of making sure that we really showed our honor, and we were, all that kind of shit. But yeah, so long and short of it, you got to be really fun. You can get yourself in fucking deep trouble if you do something to a fan, especially if a fan has reasonable cause to sue the company.
Interesting. Yeah, the litigious effect. I didn't really think about you guys having to just make sure, right? Just be really human in the moment. Really. Yeah.
Well, many times what will happen is you'll plant someone in the face.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Like you'll take one of the younger wrestlers who's never been seen before, and you'll put him in the front row, right? And then, you can get into an altercation. You fucking drag him out of there and beat the fucking tar out of those younger guys that are coming up. You can really fucking beat on them. Like you could bloody him up a little bit and nobody would care. So that looks fucking pretty goddamn real, because there is a level of reality to it, but it's all, he's paid to get and pull out of the front row though.
You said something last week. So I had a lot of time to think. I had a lot of driving this weekend. I drove 7 hours to see Carter, drove 7 hours back. I was coding the entire time, but I still had a lot of time to think. And I was thinking about completely forgot what I was thinking about, because you just said it. What the hell are we talking about? The guy the
dragging somebody out of the front row.
Yeah.
Planting a fan.
I guess,
legalities for doing something with a fan.
What the hell was it? I got distracted here. It'll come back to me. Hey, you're hanging out with Keith and John this morning.
This is perfect. This is true live shit right here, brother.
Yeah, completely forgot. I will tell you this though. So I'm watching Carter's game, and he's not.
You're gonna tell me how he did? Fuck, man.
So get this. So so Carter's not known to be a prolific scorer, right? He's a defensive defenseman. He's smart intellectually to play hockey. Well, watching the game, first game, and I'm sitting there in the stands and just kind of enjoying it as a fan. All of a sudden, holy shit! Carter just scored. Oh, holy shit, I'm trying to grab my phone to capture the moment, and he's stunned, and the whole arena's stunned. He's scored. He ties the game up. They won both games. The kid got a goal. They played couple, they had to win for the playoff sake, but it was a lot of fun. It was two good hockey games. The kid scored a goal, and
playing time now? Is he starting? Where's
great. Thank you for asking that. Yeah, he's a regular starter in the lineup. He's earned his time. He's back when he first started, he was having to earn to get into the lineup, but now he's a regular person in the lineup. How
often on a team like this, like on this team, because obviously at these levels they're all very different.
Yeah.
How often on this team does a rookie come in and earn a spot?
I would say that he's probably on the path of, I don't want to say a typical rookie, but he had to put his time in to earn his spot. Like, so there was a bunch of trades that were made and they kept him, right? So they got 6 defensemen. He's one of the 6, and and they rotated a few in and out. But I would say that he certainly exceeded some of the other rookies that were on the team that they brought in, and he kept his time.
One of the better rookies.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, not just saying he was a dad. I would say that he certainly is one of the.
Well, it's because he's obviously put in the work, but he's
100%. Yeah,
he's growing as a person, which makes a big fucking difference.
Well, I noticed it too, and I spent time with him this weekend, that how much he had grown as a person, as a human being, and then not and even just as a hockey player. And we had some great conversations, and it was fun hanging out. It was a lot of fun hanging out. The kids scored. We spent a lot of good quality time together. They won both games. And then, dude, driving home yesterday, it was I was literally, the speed limit was 100 kilometers an hour. I found myself driving at 50. The road was actually ice. It was raining. It was like 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Like, so I'll talk about America for a second. It was 35 degrees. It was raining. It was freezing at the same time. I was anytime I was kind of sliding all over the place. So I had to. It took me almost 8 or 9 hours to get home yesterday on a regular 6-hour drive. It took me a long time, actually. But I was safe, which is most important.
Well, it sounds like the fact that you made it home was the key.
I wasn't really in a rush. I knew that as I was driving, I was like, okay, this isn't very good. I'm either going to stop here in Yorkton and do the show from Yorkton, or else I'll make it back to Winnipeg when I get home. So I had gas in the car. I had water in the car. I had cannabis in the car. I had internet. I had my phone. I had my laptop. I didn't do nothing else. I was good to go. And I was working. I'll tell you what though, talk about productivity. So I'm a nerd. I use my brain to build things. Like I had a 7-hour drive out, 7-hour drive back, if not more. I had my device. I literally coded the entire way out and the entire way back. My productivity, dude, was through the roof with what I built over the weekend. Like our conversation OS.
There's no distractions in a fucking moving vehicle
at all. Like
unless you go off the road.
Yeah, like we're talking just super deep focus, which was a lot of fun. Hey, Olympics started. I know we talked a little bit about this, and I'm going to lean into it over the next couple of weeks. But did you pay any attention, or are you paying any attention to any of the Olympic activities?
You do that for me.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I can do that. I can absolutely do that. Yeah. So Lindsey Vonn got knocked out yesterday. 41 years old, coming down the mountain. A massive, unfortunate crash. She's okay, I believe, but it didn't look very good when she tumbled down the mountain. I think she did something with her arm. Helicopter had to come and evacuate her, but yeah. And then we had the first oldest guy, Johnny, Austria's Benjamin Karl, 40 years old. He became the individual Winter Olympic gold medalist at 40 years old. He won.
Just like we were just talking about the other day, athletes are getting older, man.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So he's men's parallel giant slalom. Well, that's just it, John. I was thinking about this because I had it on in the hotel room. Just it's funny. Speaking of the hotel room, John. So Carter comes in to visit with me, and I'm like, dude, this is so not what you're used to, right? He's like, what do you mean? I go, getting into a hotel room, grabbing this remote control and just surfing through channels, because we were just sitting talking and just hanging out because there's really nothing to do in Melfort. So we just kind of had the TV on and he had the remote. And he's like, dude, he goes, this is so foreign to me to just kind of have to like look through the channels to find something to watch. No different than probably your girls or something, right? Where you and I, when you were traveling in the olden days, you go to a hotel room, and whether you turned it on or not, even just for background sound, you're like, okay, let's go see what's actually on the television. It's when you go into a hotel, it's actually stepping into history, John. It's kind of bizarre how that is.
Yeah, there's something very nostalgic about getting in bed and flipping through channels.
Yeah. That's so true. That's absolutely true. Yeah. So the guy, 40 years old, but my point was, I was watching and just thinking to myself that I remember growing up with the Olympics. It was very rare. There's these 30, 40-year-old people. Now there's so many of them, and
it used to be like, I mean, fucking, you're 30, you're over the hill.
Yes. Yeah, now it seems quite common. And then what also happened last week is that it was time to go and look at all things too, from a clothing perspective and a style perspective. But check out some of these Winter Olympic uniforms, some of the best ones ever. Look at this one from Jimmy. Let's put this one up from 1984, the USA medal ceremony. Look at this one. Like this was that's the U.S. medal ceremony. The jumpsuits from 1984. So that's what the U.S. Olympic team wore.
That's pretty fucking cool. You could see those coming back in.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's an interesting,
a cool looking. I mean, when there's something about wearing something that you know is a throwback. Totally accepted. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So is this acceptable? Look at this one. So the traditional
one before this, I can't say I would have been digging.
No, well, I think you might. So I can see you in this one here. The traditional Mongolian dress, luxury knitwear. Check this one out, Jimmy. Let's put this one up. The Goyal cashmere. Look at this one.
Yeah,
this is Mongolian.
I think I would let that one go by. Although that would be good for me to fucking climb out of fucking like some weirdo fucking carriage wearing that thing in my entrance. Like, this is the kind of shit we should be doing to me.
Yeah,
you know?
I can see Johnny in that one over. So I mean,
get me off. Have me get off a fucking horse or get out of a fucking carriage or something. Like, if we're gonna have weird transportation, let's get weird.
Dude, we got to put you on a camel. This one here with the Mongolian camel.
Now we're talking. I mean, if we're gonna do this weird shit, don't just play in the middle. It's like, this is fucking gay.
Jesus. That's a pretty cool outfit, man. The Mongolian outfit. Good morning, Lauren, my baby. She's out there getting a lift in this morning, getting up and getting after it. I love it. And then we got, let me show you this one here too. So look at this one. The Japan speed skating suits from 2010. They look like they're from Tron. Like, this is their speed skater from Tron, right? Like, just hardcore gold and everything, right? So, and then we go to check out. So this is interesting. Skeleton, which is so this one's, I don't know about this Olympic sport. You strap yourself to a sled and you go on the ice. Jimmy, this skeleton, look at this helmet. Yeah. And then, of course, curling. You got Norway's curling team wearing the Argyle pants, which I can see you in that as well, Johnny. That could be you and me curling on the ice there, which I think would be a lot of fun.
If I was going to curl, I would wear something like that.
I could see you in something like that, actually. That's exactly.
If you're gonna fucking be the guy, be the guy.
Yeah, well, yes. If you're gonna be the guy is right. Oh man. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hang out with Keith and John. We're gonna do a lifestyle tip in a quick second, reset hour 2, and come back with some more topics this morning on Mornings in the Lab. It's just Keith and John here today. We got no guests in the lab here today. And what the hell, man? No guests for us today. Now we're having some fun. Just Keith and John getting after today here. Hey, so I don't expect you to be paying attention to this one, and I've been only on the cusp of it paying attention. This is a really unfortunate one, but it's. I was talking to Sarah Whitaker last week. That Savannah Guthrie, her mom is still missing. Do you know anything about that news?
No.
So there's that national reporter for whatever one of the morning shows there. Her mom was kidnapped like a week ago, and
from where?
From her house out in Arizona. 84-year-old.
Somebody came to her home and took her.
84 years old. She's been gone for a week now. And
is it like a ransom thing, or is it what's the purpose?
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. So they've dropped ransom notes.
That's the fucking crazy thing, man. That's the scary shit right there.
I know.
And the thing is you I mean, God damn it. It's like, anybody that is, I guess when it comes down to it, anybody's at risk of that. If you've got something to take, what fucking better place to get you than a loved one?
So it's interesting because when I met Lauren and started hanging out with my lovely bride there, she's always says to me, "I'm scared of being taken," and I would giggle, not in a diffusive way, but just like what do you think? Like nobody's gonna take you. But to your point, right? If somebody wants to fucking get John, you take Terry. If somebody wants to get John, you take your girls, right?
Well, that was the big concern in Mexico City when we would be down there.
Oh.
Is the kidnapping of athletes' kids was big.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah.
Because if they wanted you to get you to do something, the best way to get you to do something is to capture a loved one, because that's the ultimate leverage, right? At the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And it's like, I mean, it's like where we're talking about the guy that I'm afraid of, right? The guy that I fear.
Yes.
The guy that's not rational.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Well, this is that guy.
Yes. It's interesting. So the naivety.
It doesn't make a difference how big, how little, what he looks like. It's his thought. You can't reason with this person.
It's interesting when I hear you say that, because my naivety sometimes gets the best of me, because I think that I believe everybody has the ability to reason, but sometimes I have to pause and just lean into what you just said. There are certain humans that just can't reason, eh, John? Like, that's just a fact, isn't it?
Well, it reason in a way that doesn't make sense to us.
Yeah. Yes, that's it.
It's like, okay, if you give me $2 million, I'll just cut off her left hand.
Right.
It's like, right. But I mean, that's what it comes down to. It. It's like, remember, God, what was it? I heard Jimmy Johnson. Remember, he was a coach for the
100% Dallas. Yeah, a good coach too.
So remember, he came in and started fucking doing all this weirdo shit and grabbing some of these players, and nobody understood.
I do.
And he brought in a guy from San Francisco, Charles Haley. Do you remember that name?
I do. Yes.
This is back when I really watched the names and the players and shit.
Okay. Yeah.
And Haley was a fucking stud.
Yes.
He was like a locker room, organization menace,
like a cancer kind of thing, like somebody who
problems. Yeah, but he was have cancer everywhere, including on the field.
Yeah.
And so basically Jimmy Johnson's starts calling around and says, hey, he wanted him, but the question he kept asking all the people who had worked with him, can you reason with him? And they say, yes, if you get him in a calm state, you can reason with him. And he said, that's all I need.
Can you reason with him? Yeah, that's it's such it's such a loaded statement.
Well, you think about it, because here's somebody who's a fucking wilder. Look, Charles, I love the fact that you do all this shit. We love this, right? But can we talk about this little piece over here? Can we have this conversation? Yeah, we can have that conversation, Jimmy. Well, if you can get him in the right state of mind and you can reason about the few things that he's doing that's really tearing up the organization, now you got something. And ultimately, I guess they let him get away with a lot of shit, but they reasoned with him on the things that were not negotiable, and he was able to stick to that. And that's why he became such a solid part of their defense, as I understand it anyway.
There was, remember that Jimmy Johnson era? Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, those teams, dude. Like the shit that Michael
Irvin. He came in, talk about having a vision. He comes in, trades fucking Herschel Walker.
Yes.
It's like nobody understood that. Making just anyway, and he had to stand there for a couple of years and defend what he did until his plan started to come together.
Yeah. Yes. That's some fascinating stuff. All right, listen, let's do a lifestyle tip with Anderson. We'll come back to hour 2, Mornings in the Lab. And yes, Jimmy, I see you there. We're gonna get into the Super Bowl is over. There's men, Johnny, that are waiting for today to get their lives together because there's no more beer and crappy food, because there's no more weekends to celebrate football stuff. So we're gonna have a quick little conversation about that. And then I found destinations that we should not get to ever. And no, America is not on the list. So lifestyle tip, reset, deep dive, coming back with the deadliest destinations you should never visit, and America is not on the list. Let's do it, Jimmy. Lifestyle tip coming up.
That pit bull is perfect, guys. That's my guy right there. It's Midas. All right, lifestyle tip. Simple can be so effective. That's how I've made my whole life. That's how I find success. And the tip, one step at a time. Just worry about one. You don't have to worry about the third or the fourth. Just worry about one. Because it works kind of like this. You take that first step, you get there, you look around and go, what should the second step look like? Well, undoubtedly, that second step looks a little bit different. The second step looks a little bit different than you thought it would when you were standing in the place before you took it. So if you just worry about one, I'll take one step, I'll get there, and I'll decide what I need to do next. Then all you have to do is wrap your brain around one step. One step. Don't think 10. You think, oh my God, I'm going to take 10 steps. It's going to go over here. Well, maybe the first one goes this way. The second one goes back this way. And the third one goes this way. You're nowhere near where you thought you were going to be when you try to plan out 10 steps. What do you do when you're planning out 10 steps? You waste a lot of time. You waste a lot of effort. You wasted a lot of progress. You waste a lot of momentum. Keep it simple. There's no such thing as perfect. If you're trying to plan the perfect step, or especially 10 steps, it's not going to happen. Motion equals momentum. Motion equals motivation. And it all comes one step at a time. Rock and roll.
All right. Good morning. Welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. What is shaking on this Monday, Super Bowl, post-Super Bowl Monday? Yes, Keith and John are hanging out this morning. Hey, Ricky Martin just won the Super Bowl. Did you guys see him yesterday? 54, looking jacked, singing great, looking great. It looks like the guy has not aged a bit, seeing Ricky on stage yesterday. Might have been one of my highlights. Yes, I certainly enjoyed seeing Ricky shake his bonbon. And like Cheryl Whitaker said, I swear I saw Jason Hewlett on stage when I saw Ricky performing. You guys, coming up hour 2, the Super Bowl's over. Stop making excuses for being out of shape. Keith and John are going to drop a few nuggets on stage after the reset here. And then we're going to get into a conversation around places in the world that we should not visit. Yes, or if you want to visit, you might have to find a good reason to visit. So the top 10 deadliest destinations never to visit coming up. But right now we're going to get into the Super Bowl's over, guys. Stop making excuses for being out of shape. The game is done. The food is gone. The weekend is over. And this morning, millions of men are waking up negotiating with themselves instead of moving forward. So we're going to talk about how to reset without punishment, how to rebuild momentum, and how to stop turning one weekend into 6 lost weeks. This is not about beating yourself up. No, this is about getting into the deep dive right now on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
Super Bowl's done, and you woke up puffy and foggy. That feeling is temporary, but the excuse can become your whole week. Your brain says, I blew it, so screw it. That's the shame spiral, and it steals more progress than the food did. Today works because it's a clean landmark, a real reset point. Use the spark before it fades and your calendar stops feeling special.
Self-forgiveness isn't soft, it's tactical. It gets you back to action instead of hiding from the mirror.
Pick one stack. After I pour coffee, I move for 10 minutes. Then place one cue in your space and lead yourself first.
Hey guys, I don't have the deep dive link here. Jimmy Kai, if you guys can get it to me, that'd be great. Hey Johnny, so there's a lot of it's funny. I know what I was gonna say. You know how we've been leaning into owning the snooze button and people how that snooze button wrecks this life. You know, I was thinking about the other thing too, is that and you yourself have talked about simplicity. You know, steps. These idea of steps in our life, whether anywhere there's steps, because we get to do them, man, steps can change your life. So follow me here. What I mean by that is that it's the harder route. If we just accumulatively make decisions to always take the stairs, over time, that has got to be one of the best decisions we could make. And I'm saying to you is that anytime that we go somewhere, if we can reprogram ourselves to take the steps first over the elevator, over your life, that decision accumulatively is a great decision that we often overlook.
Yeah, I mean, it's that fits right inside the concept of looking for the easy way.
Yes.
Versus, when people, I'll take the elevator, I'll do this, I'll do that. We've been programmed not to do hard things.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Yeah. So when I think about not hitting the snooze button, I think about parking our car somewhere in a parking lot where you have to work further to the door. I talk about taking the steps, and I was just thinking about how this weekend there's a lot of folks are kind of going, okay, football's over, and I suspect it's like my brother would be one of them. I love my brother, but I suspect my brother would be one of those guys where it's like, okay, football's over. I now don't have any excuse to go hang out with my buddies and drink beer and eat chicken. Now it's the time to try to get my life in shape. It's like, okay, it's now Monday. Well, to me, it's like there's 3 decisions you can make. Don't hit the snooze button. Always take the stairs and park your car further away. John, those 3 decisions will not have any impact on your life. And I'm sorry. Those 3 decisions will have a massive impact on your life, but will not wreck your day-to-day activities. Think about that for a second.
Yeah, the impact will be positive.
There's actually nothing negative about making those 3 decisions.
100%, brother.
What I mean by that too is that it doesn't affect your kids negatively. It doesn't affect your wife negatively. There's actually nothing negative about making those 3 accumulative decisions to make your life better.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, it'll make your kids and your wife's life better.
Better. Yeah. Well, isn't that true? Speaking of better, let's get into this one.
Well, I mean, on that level, check this out. So, I mean, I raised my kids that way. I raised my kids to do hard shit.
Yes.
Right. And having them set their standards of difficulty based on what was challenging for them, not others. And, my middle daughter just going through this, she's kind of going through a reset of a job. And now she's in a management. She's basically leading a team with people that are fucking 10, 15 years older than her. She's only been in the workforce 2.5 years, and she's leading people that are in their 30s. Yeah. And she said, Dad, I just want to thank you for helping me set my standards so high.
Hey, so what do you think what's the one character trait of hers that you think puts her in that position to lead very well? And try not to be biased as a dad. They just try to step aside and observe. What do you think that character trait is?
I mean, she takes action. She doesn't make excuses. I mean, all of the little things that most people do, she doesn't do.
Yeah.
And all of those little things put together, like when she first got into the workforce, the person that was managing her, right, would ask her to do something, right, and obviously she would basically what happened a few times is her boss would say, hey, I need you to do this. So she would handle it. Then the boss would come back, hey, remember I told you to don't do that. Don't do that yet. She's like, it's already done. She's like, God damn, I have to remember how much faster you execute things than everybody else that I asked to do that. That's a perfect example. She doesn't wait.
Well, so that's the kind of person you want on your team. It sounds like we got a guy on our team now named Mark, right? I'll and all of a sudden every now and then I'll get things like they're done. And you're like, oh. And what happens is that people like Mark or your daughter, what happens, John, is that they start to slowly reset the culture of organization because you as a leader are going, well, if she can get it done, how come that person can't and that person can't? Right. Next thing you know, the organization goes up higher because they're following your daughter or following somebody like Mark. That's how you get better as an organization.
100%. It's kind of like if we're talking about something or someone asks me to do something.
Yeah.
Right? And I say, okay, I'll get that done. That means I'm going to do it right now. Unless I say, I'll get that done later today.
Oh, yes.
Very literal. I'll get that done. Doesn't mean when I get to it. That means I'm going to do it now. And if I can't do it now, I will tell you that I'll tell you I can't now and when it'll be done. That's the type of mentality that she has too. Very literal.
That's awesome.
You know, when your boss says, I need this done, well, what else? I mean, fucking A. Time to fucking go to work.
It's interesting because
not after lunch.
I had a boss. His name is Chuck with Shake and Chuck. I love you, man. Exact same way. He's like, the moment my boss asks me for something, he goes, I drop everything and get it done right away, because if I can make him look good, then I'm good. He goes, as simple as that. He says, if I make my boss look good, and if I can get it done for my boss before my boss is expecting it, he goes, how is that bad for anybody? He kept saying, why would you wait until the last minute to give it to your boss? He looked at me puzzled. He's like, if your boss says it's due on Friday, why would you wait till Friday to give it to your boss?
Well, like, even a step closer. Why keep that fucking thing rolling around your head? Get it done. Get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Clear. It's done. Off the list.
Yeah.
Mental clarity. I don't like having all these things looming around that need to be done.
Yes. Yeah. I'm the exact same way. Hey, if you had the opportunity to get from New York to California in seconds, actually 39 minutes, I think it would be pretty cool. So whether there's truth to this or whether it's maybe
that's fucking fast.
So there's talk about SpaceX, replacing long haul airplanes with rockets, essentially being able to launch in New York City and get to Sydney in 39 minutes, right? Sydney.
Oh fuck! I thought you said California, New York.
Well, so I'm
talking across the fucking world.
Yeah, so New York to Sydney in under an hour. So they'd use these performative, like smaller versions of what they've developed to go to Mars. But it's this idea of using these smaller space rockets to get around the planet much quicker, right? And it's actually quite fascinating, and it's like time travel, right? So take off in New York and land in Los Angeles in 20 minutes, or take off in New York and land in Sydney in 39 minutes. I think humans would do it because humans want to get places faster. And Elon's now
a fucking elite level fucking travel, that's for sure.
Elon's now worth $800 billion.
He's closing the door on $1 trillion. He'll be able to pay off the national debt before fucking the country can.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for a headline to come out that says Elon is buying a nation, or Elon has bought an island, or something it's fascinating to me, that kind of wealth. So here's an example. So I know when I sold my company and we got all those zeros, and I thought, okay, what's it look like to have $1 million in your bank account? You look at it, okay, there's lots of zeros there. Like, what does it look like when your net worth is like trillion? Like, what's the bank statement look like? All those zeros?
Well, the crazy thing is, most people, and let's not confuse people, those zeros are not in a bank somewhere.
No.
That's adding up values of companies.
100%.
I mean, he has plenty of resources, but I would venture to say he has very, very little cash in any bank account that says the name Elon Musk.
I would agree with you.
Here's a guy that probably pays almost no taxes, if any at all.
Yeah, agree with you there. Yeah, absolutely agree with you.
Because he doesn't own he has this worth, but he owns his stuff, but he doesn't make any money.
No. That's it. That's exactly it. Yeah,
people have a hard time understanding that concept. You just want to own the shit that's worth a lot of money. You actually don't want to have that money be put in your name, because then you've got a taxable event.
Well, yeah, it's you might not want quote unquote profit. You might want to operate not with profit. You might want to operate somewhere along the side that's making you even. What's going on there? You doing wrong? Where did you get those shades from? The set of Wild Wild West? Yes, that's exactly where I got them from. Good morning. You doing wrong? You're hanging out with Keith and John this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Hey, Johnny, so I got one of my favorites on the screen here today, and I love this dude, man. 76, still the dirtiest player in the weight room. So this guy does not take a day off. And here's how he gets after his Monday in the gym after the Super Bowl. There's Ric Flair just crushing it, man. Dude, I'm a Ric Flair fan. I'm telling you right now. I saw a clip over the weekend. There's rumbles when him wrestling Ricky Morton one last time in the ring, and he's denying it. But he's like,
hold on, Ricky Morton.
Okay. Ricky Morton and Ric Flair had an old school rivalry. Yeah. Remember, right? So there's talk about them doing one match.
But the problem is here's the thing.
Yeah.
And this was a decade ago or more.
Yeah.
It was when Hogan and Flair went to TNA. Right?
Yes.
They're both there, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is going to be great."
Yes.
And then for TV ratings, of course, they had to put both of themselves in the ring.
Yes.
And it was great to see this, but clearly a bunch of old dudes trying to do what they once used to be able to do.
Yep.
So they had to resort to fucking cutting themselves, and it's like at that point you got to pull out all of the fucking tricks to try to recapture it. You can't recapture it. You're better off just to have these two guys go in the ring and fucking talk about how amazing their journeys were, rather than, it's like, let's just say you got a bunch of old NFLers that are fucking all. Let's take Earl Campbell, right, and ask Earl Campbell to fucking try to get in there and play with some other old boys.
Yeah,
it's like, I'm not damning anybody, but it's just not the same.
I never thought about it the way you presented it. You're bang on.
It's the build-up that's so fucking exciting.
Well, the story, and so why I enjoy wrestling is the storytelling, right? And I know something I forgot earlier I wanted to say, and you dropped it last week with which you laid it out so well. It's physical theater.
Yeah. So perfect example. Here'd be a way that if I was going to do it, I would have these guys maybe on some sort of a tag team scenario where they got a little spot.
Yes.
And they could cover up the fact that they couldn't fucking hit the ropes and that they couldn't bump worth of shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But you have them do a fucking mano-a-mano, a one-on-one. There's nowhere to hide that you can't fucking run without a limp.
I never thought about what you said until you said it, which was, you're right. There was an era of fucking cutting and blood, and you're right. It was because it was to mask their inability to be able to carry a match. So I bring some blades to the ring. I cut myself up. I create theatrics, and there's that storytelling. I never thought about that because I remember that era, Johnny. I absolutely remember that era. You're right. That was kind of like a wah wah.
It's called color.
It is color.
Yeah. You got color out there tonight, and sometimes you call it color the hard way, meaning is that somebody got cut and it wasn't intended to be. Meaning somebody got cracked with a chair.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was unintentional bleeding. That's the hard way.
Jesus.
I got that one time. Did you? Kid. Yeah, this fucking kid. I was just doing a fucking warm-up match, getting ready to go back to Japan because I didn't like when I didn't have enough experience to take weeks off and then go back. Right. I needed to get in the ring a few times. So I had the ring rust off. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And so I would take these little matches just to kind of feel like, okay, I'm moving around again.
Yeah.
Some fucking kid, the spot was he was going to because they always had to do something. I had to make a mistake or they had to do something to get me down. Well, this fucking kid was going to rip me with a chair. And he picked it up and he was late to get to his spot and he didn't have time to fucking turn it around. Hit me with the wrong side of the fucking chair. So it caught me with one of the fucking ridges on the bottom of the fucking seat. Yeah, this fucking split me open like a pig. I didn't even know it happened. It was like, all of a sudden I was like, what the fuck is so warm?
Yeah.
Back of my neck.
Yeah. The blood coming down the back.
And it didn't come at the front. So I didn't see it. And it was just fucking going down my back. Right.
Yeah, you do it wrong. Chair hits are real. Yes, they are. But you have. So let me ask you this: the first time you got
hold on. You do it. Even if you do it right, you're still getting fucking bashed in the head with a fucking blunt steel object.
Well, that's what I'm just gonna say. Like, even
listen. I mean, granted, it's intended not to hurt you, but if you think for a fucking minute getting hit with a steel object, blunt or not in the head is not real, you go give it a try. Come back and tell me what you think. It's planned. Yeah, I know it's coming. Do I see stars every time?
So let me ask you this. So in a serious question, you're doing wrong, but the wrestlers cut themselves. And yes, everything's real, dude. It's absolutely everything is real. John, so let me ask this. So the first time you're trained, and so I'm being serious now, the first time you're trained to take a hit to the head with a chair, how are you taught that? Are you taught to how to absorb the blood?
Don't fucking move, because the guy that's hitting you needs a target that's not fucking moving.
No, but seriously, but is part of the sell though, like absorbing it with a move, and I'm being serious, like how are you taught, or is it just kind of like John or Keith, I'm hitting you, absorb it, and then react? Like teach me how.
It depends on, like with my character.
Yes.
I just eat that thing and keep coming at you.
I see.
If I hit you with a chair,
yes,
you would just have to. It wouldn't. I mean, why? Number one, why would I hit you with a chair when I could kill you with my hand?
Yes.
But if I did hit you with a chair, it'd be stretcher time.
Oh yeah.
Think about it, how does it make sense any other way?
Of course, yeah. But then if I hit you, like just leaning into you doing Wrong's comments, if I hit you with the chair, because I'm the little guy, I'm the guy in the kitchen making food. I'm pissed off that my partner didn't come back to the fucking camp with lions or any meat for us, so I'm gonna go and slam you with the chair. So I'm gonna bang you in the chair with and you're just gonna look at me like I didn't do anything, even though your fucking head's ringing, you're bleeding, but you're savage enough to come after me. That's just what it is, right? That's just how you do your job.
Well, but think of it like this: you gotta sell what just happened.
Yes.
So let's just say I get hit, and we'll make it so everybody can see my face, right?
Yeah.
So if you hit me from behind, because I'm never going to let you hit me from the front, right?
Right.
I'll block it. It doesn't make sense.
Yes.
So, and of course, I'm facing the fucking camera. So you hit me from behind, and I'm going to fucking feel it. I'm doing this. And I might spend 5 fucking seconds there building it up.
Selling it.
Slowly turn around you.
Yeah.
And then you're standing there fucking quaking. That's the whole point of what makes what I'm going to do to you so fucking exciting. How I show I'm pissed off that you just hit me with the chair.
React to me. Yeah. That's fun shit, man. That's fun shit.
But it's all in the eyes. It's all here.
Yeah. The theater acting part, the selling it, which is what I certainly enjoy. Speaking of selling it, what the fuck is this, man? When your dealer says,
keep in mind, when it comes to this part, was not a good wrestler, So the guys that are really good, they can really fucking sell.
So hold on, would you say you weren't a really good wrestler? You're okay, I'm sure, as a wrestler.
Dude, I mean, okay, let's think of it like this. From my first fucking match, to my first pay-per-view was 6 months. Total of 10 matches.
Yes.
The end of my career was 7 years. Most guys will spend 10 years learning the fucking craft before they actually get in front of a camera.
Oh, yeah.
High level. I was not a good wrestler. I had very little experience.
Well, now granted, let's talk different times now, right?
But I mean, I basically I did what I was asked to do. I could do well, but I was very my move set was very thin, right? And you couldn't expect you're going to put me in the ring. A good wrestler, you could put me in the ring with, and he can make me look good. Right? Now you couldn't put me in the ring and with an inexperienced wrestler. And there's no way that a big production company was going to put me in the ring with a guy coming up and expect that I was going to carry the match. That's a good wrestler.
I get you.
I was not that guy. I could do what I did well, which means I fit my role well. I was good in my role. But a good wrestler, it's like a good hockey player can fucking play all over the ice. He's not just a fucking one-trick pony. That's not a good hockey player.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I would say that what's different though now is that you have you have these training facilities. Like your buddy is training down there in Florida, I think, right at the training performance center. And I was watching that Unreal series, how Jelly Roll figured itself out, and he was determined to become a good wrestler. He moved to Florida, John, for 3 months to train for SummerSlam.
One of these guys, I think, may have fucking these were the little warm-up matches that I would do.
Okay.
So it may have been one of these guys. It wasn't here.
Yeah.
It may have been one of these guys that fucking popped me with the fucking chair on the wrong side.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, this is not a big production. This is just a little shitty match.
Yeah, it's like a house.
This is a warm-up match, right?
Yes.
Where I'm just getting the ring rust off to basically go back to Japan.
Yeah, you're right. You're doing wrong. So I was watching that Unreal and Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll moved to Florida for 3 months to train for SummerSlam, but he because he lost whatever, hundreds of pounds, but he wanted to learn how to be a wrestler. And I saw some clips with them showing him how to take falls, how to take bumps, how to take hits, how to take basically everything that you have to do. Not everything, but like a crash course on being a wrestler in the ring. And that was so that, John, because when you were growing up, those performance centers did not exist. Like there was no WWE training facility in Orlando for you to fly over and book in, or in Nevada. Like those things didn't exist, Anderson. You had
those,
to go to his garage.
Those things, I think those things started probably in the 90s.
Yes. Well, as WWF was getting some money and they were growing, exactly it. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Think of a wrestling company, much like say like an NFL football team. They'll go get a guy from, I can't remember the name, but they've got a few guys that weren't fucking football players, that were track stars that could just fucking that could just beat people down the sideline.
Yes.
Teach him to catch.
Yes.
He played not a good football player, but he was good in his role. That's what I was. That's what I was in wrestling. It was the way I looked that got me the possibility even to be there. It was the fact that I could entertain that kept me there. And it was the fact it was up to the promotion to figure out how to use me in a way that was good for basically keeping me there.
Well, that's why I really enjoyed your analogy of physical theater, because like even today you got that our truth, like Ron Killings, right, where he's been with the WWE for 25 years, but very special role. Like he just does certain things. He's not like a big character. So like to your point, you keep. It's like a supporting cast member in a movie or a TV show, right? So you find what somebody's good at, and if you're good at you're good at a certain role, you keep re-employing that person in that role, right?
And because very rarely do you find a guy that looks like me
exactly
that's actually developed into a good wrestler. So they realize, okay, can he do enough for us to take him in?
Hey, if you had to redo it again, wrestling, strongman, bodybuilding, would you which one would you put to the top? If you had more time to redo it again, which one would you pursue?
If I was going to commit more time,
yes, to one of them. Yeah, to one of them, to be really good at one of them.
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I look back at the way it unfolded for me, and it happened the way it was supposed to, because strength is, you're stronger when you're younger. And it was the least of the distractions, right? I shouldn't say least, it was lower.
Okay. So
I got to use the fact that I was a young man in a young man's sport, and I got to learn to deal with, the fucking, the road hose and all the drugs and the fucking alcohol that was involved.
Yes.
And of course the PEDs. So I got to learn how to manage all that. And, by the end, it was definitely fucking picking up to the point where it was like, okay, thank God, because the sport had really started to blossom when I was there. Right.
Okay.
So it was getting harder, but I learned. I was like, okay, I know what I need to do. I know I dealt with fucking addiction. I'd worked my way out of it. Had I gone into wrestling first, that thing probably would have chewed me up and spit me out, because I would have had the maturity. Because once you get to the big stage there, man, it's times 10 what I was dealing with in strength.
So as I've gotten to know you, I believe that actually. As I'm hearing you speak, I believe that. I believe that had you probably hit wrestling first, we may not be having this conversation today.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't have been young for strength.
Yeah.
And then bodybuilding, it was perfect, because by the time I got to bodybuilding, my muscle was mature.
Okay. Yeah.
When I was younger, I didn't have the same, my muscle bellies weren't as round. They hadn't developed yet. So I think it all fucking happened right where it was supposed to. I think what I wish that I would have probably done is if I could change something, I would have got started a few years earlier. I wasn't aware that I was ready. That makes sense?
Yeah, I do. 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I know that there was a lot of women and men that were ready back in the 80s. When it was time to watch Jane Fonda's workouts, or men watching this. Johnny, remember this? Jane Fonda's workouts? Like, this was like early porn for men. Remember when you turn the TV on and there's Jane Fonda doing her aerobics workouts? It's funny because I had a lot of my aunts would watch this stuff. So we'd go over and you'd see the Jane Fonda workouts. I'm like, what the hell is that? And
then the dude. Look at the dudes.
I know. Look at the dudes.
Jesus Christ.
You doing wrong. John is still in great shape. Absolutely. And then we got Sullivan saying, Johnny, there's a clip of John pulling a huge bus in Mexico speaking Spanish on Mexican.
I wasn't speaking Spanish. They were speaking Spanish for me.
Yeah, that's exactly Richard. Richard Simmons. Remember Richard Simmons? Yeah, I think he passed. Did he not? I thought Richard Simmons passed, but
he may have.
Yeah. Hey, John, before you go.
Hey, John, before you go, look at this clip. A dude's holding a sign with a hateful anti-gay shot.
And he's acting like being broke makes him brave? No, that's just cruelty on a budget.
Value is simple, nation. Pressure reveals character, it doesn't excuse it.
If your self-respect needs someone to step on, it's fake. Real standards don't punch down.
Hey, John, you're our standards guy. Are you calling it out or letting it slide for comedy?
Number one, you were correct. It was a dump truck. I mean, a garbage truck. You were correct, brother. Very cool.
Dude, look at this dude hanging out on the street. No budget for anything, but no gay shit.
I mean, first off, I think if someone is fucking taking my gay brothers, I'm talking to you. If you're taking the time to worry about some fucking guy on the side of the road holding the sign, you need to find something better, fucking more positive shit to invest your mental energy.
Oh my God. Do almost anything for $1, but no gay shit. That's this guy's note.
That's a fucking nice, honest statement. But why are we fucking worried about this fucking poor guy standing on the side of the road saying he needs a buck, but he's not going to suck a cock? What's wrong with that?
That's exactly what he's saying. That's exactly what he's saying.
What's wrong with that?
It's all about.
What's wrong with that? And why are the gay brothers making this into an issue? Is what I want to know. Clearly, because they're defending themselves. That's
all about so. And then you doing wrong says, I'd give him a beer for honesty. That's true. He's like, hey, I've got no home. I got nothing, but this is what I won't do. I still have some self-respect for myself. Well, it makes you wonder, right? It makes you wonder back our conversation with Michael Cantrell a week ago. If you were in prison, whether one could have enough self-respect to not do any gay shit. I don't know.
I mean, if this one doesn't completely pull the fucking closet door off the closet and find the gay brothers in there fucking cuddling, I don't know what does.
What are you doing today, Anderson? What are you doing today?
Meeting Ben right now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take a nap right after that. Get my nap in early today.
Nice.
Then it's the gym. Then I think we've got something in the afternoon or evening. I don't remember what it is. I think we're going to go see some friends again in the evening.
Fun. Hey, you went out for dinner to watch Super Bowl. What did you have for dinner yesterday? What'd you eat?
We were at this little there's a little brewery right across the way.
Okay.
And, yeah, it was like kind of like this little sampler thing. So there was a few ribs. There was some ceviche.
Oh,
kind of crazy how all the stuff down here. It's like, I mean, you got the Super Bowl big screen here, and you got the Sea Cortez right over there. So you know where the fucking seafood's coming from.
Hey, Sea Cortez, quickly before you go, I read a clip on the weekend. Did you see it or not? Zuckerberg's big yacht fleet is out by where you are right now. Did you see it out there in the ocean? I'm being serious. No,
I'm pretty far north.
Okay.
So I doubt he was coming up here, but you never know. I didn't see it. No.
So apparently apparently down around where you are, there's some good surf, like around the Baja, Sea Cortez. There's some really good surfing areas, like
towards the bottom, up where we are.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So so I guess he took his 2 big yachts down there to do some surfing down there. So I guess that if anybody, that's why I'm asking you, because I was reading that he was down there, and I wanted to know if you saw his yachts out there moored off the coast there, but I didn't realize you were north.
Yeah, we're probably 2/3 up in the Gulf.
Cool. Cool. Very cool. I did not know.
1/3 left towards the top.
Yeah, I did not know anything about the Cia Cortez till I met you. Now I know. Now I feel like I know more about it because I'm hanging out with you. I'm like, oh, the Cia Cortez, John Anderson. Yeah.
Well, like crazy how like where we are, the fucking water is warm.
Really?
Warm. Yeah. It's shallow. As you get closer to down to where it opens, it's the Pacific water.
Of course. Yeah. I got to think. So I'm envisioning shallow with tons of sandbars. Like I'm envisioning where you are, where you can just walk for miles. Am I correct, kind of?
When the tide goes out,
yes,
it's probably 400 yards to get out to the water.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, not in all places. Some places it's pretty, but up where we are, they're a few hundred anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. All right, pal. Lots of fun. A lot of fun today on a post Super Bowl Monday. Just Keith and John getting after it, chewing some fat, always having some good time. I enjoyed our conversation today, and looking forward to doing it again in less than 22 hours, my friend.
That's it, my brother. Have an amazing day. Look forward to seeing you. 22.
You betcha. Johnny's out of here. Good morning, everybody.
My brother.
You betcha, pal. Take care. All right, Johnny's out of here, guys. Good morning, everybody. You're hanging out with Keith Billis on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Yes. What's shaking, guys? How are you guys today on the Monday after the Super Bowl? You guys moving slow? Are you starting now to? Is now the time where it's going to be okay? So now I'm going to take some steps to move life forward. Is that what today brings for some of you? Because I know some of us, wait for this weekend to end so that we can all get back towards. We can say, okay, I don't have a reason to go hang out with my buddies and eat wings or drink beer, and it's like this Monday after Super Bowl. Well, it's now time to get my life in shape until next fall when football comes back again. I don't know. So, all right, listen, morning focus. I got something today to talk about on today's morning focus segment, and it's a monologue that I'm excited to talk about, and we are going to have that conversation started right now on the big show. We call it Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Let's run it, Johnny. Jimmy.
Something's shifting online, and it's not a trend. People are exhausted. Something's shifting online, and it's not a trend. People are exhausted from being treated like a funnel, not a person.
They're not tired of AI. They're tired of fake humans using AI. Perfect captions, perfect lighting, and zero soul.
So they pull back, go quiet, and stop trusting. Not because they're negative, because their nervous system is rejecting bullshit.
You can automate content, but you can't automate care. If you don't actually like people, your community will rot.
This is humans first. Presence over performance, truth over polish, and real conversation when it's messy.
So I got something for you guys. Got something for you guys. It's called the Humans First Rebellion. So I spent a lot of time reading as part of this job. I spent a lot of time researching, talking to people, leaning into what's happening, leaning into the sense of what's shaking. And there apparently, there's something happening right now. And I don't think it's a trend. And I'm looking around and it doesn't seem like it's a hashtag either. And I don't even think it's a new strategy. And maybe we saw some of it over the last 24 hours with the Super Bowl, which is this, maybe it's a rebellion. And it seems that people are exhausted or seemingly exhausted. Not exhausted from the world, but exhausted about what the internet is becoming. And exhausted from the internet pretending it is the world. And exhausted from maybe being treated like an audience, right? Like we are a lead, like the human is a funnel, like the human is a conversion event. We get into the world of digital marketing and we spend time digitally, and it seems that there's always a motive for what is next. Exhausted from the content that, well, it's technically correct, but spiritually empty. It's like there's just no soul to the content that is being made. There's this perfect lighting, the perfect captions. The timing is just impeccable. But then people are complaining there's no soul to the content because it can just be so readily made. But here's what's wild. People keep saying that We're all tired of AI. I don't know if that's the case. No. As a matter of fact, I don't believe that's the case at all. I kind of have a different take on it. I think that people are actually just tired of being lied to. Yes. Being lied to. They're tired of the fake certainty. They're tired of the fake empathy. They're tired of all this fake expertise, fake relationships, maybe even the fake news, and the fake community that disappears the second that the algorithm changes. We've all been around it. Oh, content's not performing very well because the algorithm sucks. No, maybe your content isn't very good. And people are tired of being marketed to by people who don't even like them. So what are humans doing? Well, we might be pulling back. Humans are going quiet. I'm seeing less commenting. Maybe humans are trusting less. Maybe they're buying less. And not because humans are negative, but because maybe we're all protecting ourselves. And I got to be honest, that is the part I have nothing but respect for. Because, you see, as we observe and as we grow and as we look, humans have this built-in radar for, well, bullshit. Yeah, for nonsense. Because you can fool people for a moment. Yeah, look at it. Look at wrestling. You can fool them for a moment in entertainment, but you can't build a life on fraud. And that might be what is driving people nuts around the internet, and that it's fake. Because eventually we all know. And eventually the body knows if you're trying to fake. The nervous system knows, the community knows if you are a fake. And this is why I think that we are entering the next phase of the internet. Perhaps it might be called the human first rebellion. It's been now 10 days since we've been talking about, the Claude bot, these autonomous AI agents doing all these things. But the human first rebellion, maybe it's not polite. Maybe it's not even packaged, but it's a rebellion where people start choosing the presence that we bring to a conversation instead of the performance. Maybe it's actually truth over polish. The problem is that we struggle with what truth is today because it seems that there's two kinds of truths. There's your truth, my truth, and then apparently somebody else's truth. So agreeing on truth even drives us humans nuts because we all can't agree on what truth is. And this rebellion comes because there's maybe this leaning into conversation over content, belonging over clout, because you can't automate care, but you can fake a brand. But you can't scale integrity. You can't outsource courage. No, if you are fake, if you are scared, it's going to show up. But what you can do is in the world of the internet, you can fake a lifestyle. We've heard people talk about it all the time. You can fake a performance. You can fake a persona, but you can't fake showing up when it's messy. You can't fake showing up or being consistent when no one's watching or admitting that you don't know. It's what we do on this show daily. But you can't fake telling the truth when it costs you something. That is human first. And here's the uncomfortable part that I think we are going through as a society. It's that a lot of people don't want a rebellion. I'm suspecting in the people that I'm talking to, we want the old deal, the old ideals back. People are going, I just wish the internet was a place that I could just post to get likes. I really wish it was the old days where Facebook just came out and said, hey, like our blue button, go poke somebody. Or try to get a viral post and call it a career. People want the old deal back. Attention without responsibility. influence without accountability. Oh, you mean I got to be accountable for the influence that I'm offering you? Yeah, you do. It's the world we live in now. People want that old ideal back. They want the community without commitment. But I want a community, but I really don't want to commit to it. Well, nation, I'm sorry to say that era, it's dying. That era, it might even be dead. And you know what? I'm sorry, but I'm not sad about it. Because the future isn't going to reward the loudest. No, it's going to reward the realist. Let me say that again. The future is not rewarding the loudest. The future is going to reward those that speak the clearest. Because people who could do something rare, like being a human in public, not delivering a highlight reel, not delivering a corporate mascot, not being a motivational quote machine, that is the reality of tomorrow. Rewarding humanity, rewarding reality, being human with contradictions, being human with scars, being human with actual lived experiences, being human with a point of view that didn't come from the comment section. And guys, you've heard me postulate it nonstop. This is why I believe this is why live conversation matters. Because live is the one place. We watched it yesterday during the Super Bowl. You can't hide behind edits. As a matter of fact, you can't even hide behind the scripts. You can't hide behind any perfect branding. Because when you go live, it forces you as a human to be present. It forces you to listen. It forces you to respond, not like a robot, but that is what people are craving. And I think that is why we continue to have the success we have on this show and within this network, is that people are craving a connection of reality. Something that's not hiding behind a script, something that's not been pre-recorded weeks ago, something that's not hid behind perfect branding. They're not wanting more information. They don't want more takes. They don't want more content. No, what I'm learning from my observations and the people that I'm talking to and while doing this show is that people want contact with other humans. They want to feel something again. They want a place where they can show up and not get attacked for having a different view. And that is why we created this show. For humans to show up a place that is safe and not get attacked for having a different view. Oh, you didn't like the Bad Bunny performance? Tell me why you didn't like it. Oh, you're not a fan of what I had to say? Tell me. So this place is a place where, and I'm going to say it out loud to all of you right now. Hear me, ears up to everyone. This is a place where liberals and conservatives can coexist. No, I don't subscribe to this analogy or this theory that, I don't like people who are liberal because they're not conservative. I can't agree. I can't have a conversation with that person. Oh, I don't like that person because of that. Really? Really? No. Not here. The rule here is simple. Humans first. Always. So yeah, call it a rebellion if that's what you want to call it. Because I'm done, actually. I'm done with the internet that treats people like numbers, like vanity metrics. And I'm done with the internet that rewards outrage and punishes nuance. Oh, but Billis said this. We should cancel him. Oh, but I think Billis might be drinking that Trump Kool-Aid too much, so we can't like him. Fuck off. Really? You haven't heard anything I've said any other thing? I'm done with the internet that sells you connection, but yet delivers the loneliness. And I know that you feel it too. And you know what? Good. That's not you being dramatic. That's your system rejecting what is fake. How do I know? Because I've been there. So, here is an invitation for you. You know how I like to offer up the invitations. If you're done with performative everything or performative anything, or frankly, just performance everywhere, and if you're just done with pretending, saying, I'm just done with fucking pretending. I'm done looking at that network. I'm done looking at that platform. Don't look at that because it's nothing but pretending, pretend. And if you want real conversations, if you want real people, real growth, well, let's flip the whole fucking script because welcome to the rebellion. Yes, where there's no slogans, no gurus, and no fake perfection. We don't got time for fake perfection. If we're putting energy into something, it is not fake perfection. If we're putting time into something, it is progress. Energy towards progress, energy towards falling, energy towards failing, energy towards learning, but not energy towards perfection. Perfection comes as a result through progress. So again, welcome to the rebellion, where there is no slogans, there is no gurus, there is no fake perfection. All we have is just humans. You and me, always. First.
We're done with performative everything. Perfect captions, zero soul, that arrow's dying.
Live forces presence. Live forces truth. Let's move forward. Back to the show.
Wow. Can't believe the show's actually almost over. Hey, let's look at the comments. Boom, boom. Sullivan saying, no, let's go back up here. Let's go back up to good time. Maybe AI was built for the powerful to distract and blame something else. Wow. Yeah, maybe. You Doing Wrong says, AI is another form to collect info easier from us, all of us. It's hard to argue with that, you doing. And then Sullivan says, hopefully AI will unite us, or at least a live community. And then You Doing Wrong says, the top want to know what we are thinking. We are giving them the ground where all their tests of control are validated. This is how they control our thoughts, actions, decisions, everything. Oh yeah, You Doing Wrong is dropping nuggets on the table this morning. And then Good Time says that game was boring before it started. You know what, Charlie, it's hard to argue with you, man. Obviously I was out traveling and I got home, flipped the game on. It was already 9-0. And I was like, oh yeah, this is how it's going to go. And then sure enough, it just continued to be wah, wah, wah. And then You Doing Wrong says, we are volunteering our info to the big machine or will be used against us using AI. It's interesting. I'll tell you. Yeah, we live in a world right now where we're just sucking up the data. Yeah. So, hey, guys, anytime you see these platforms dropping you new free tools to use, yeah, they're not new free tools. We are the product, remember? So when Threads says, hey, sign up for a Threads account, every single word, or as we're postulating over on X, every single word, making their platforms better. Hey, guys, thanks for spending your Monday morning with us. If you have been lurking, and I know some of you guys like to lurk, and I appreciate, Charlie, I rented a Bronco again, brother. Yeah, $136 got me there and back. A couple tanks of gas. Fucking, man, just can't beat that at all. The white Bronco. Just rocking and rolling down the highway, Charlie. Yes, so if you guys have been lurking, I know you guys like to lurk. And if you guys like what you saw, we do this every single day at 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here on morningsinalab.live. And I invite you to like it, subscribe to it, and come back and hang out with us again tomorrow, right here on the big channel. We talk Super Bowl's over. So guys, here is the thing. Super Bowl's done. And for those of you guys that race towards the next weekend, maybe the next weekend looks like this. Maybe the next weekend is racing towards moving a little differently, eating a little differently, and making some different decisions that will get you to the next Super Bowl in a more of a healthier, accumulative state. Hey, we talked about why today still matters more than January 1st, why guilt stills progress, and so forth. We got into the morning focus. I got into the humans first rebellion. And guys, I think that the highlight yesterday was Ricky Martin winning the Super Bowl at 54 years old. The guy was rocking it. If you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, go back and check out that clips, man. Ricky Martin was getting after it on the show here yesterday. Look at that face, man. Jason Hewlett, true story. Ricky Martin, maybe a little bit of work, but no judgment. He was looking pretty solid there, man. Ricky, and sounding great too. Wow. Handsome dude. Handsome Ricky. Hey, we talked about that SpaceX going to the moon instead of going to Mars. And we also looked into some of the top Winter Olympic uniforms and outfits ever. And the Super Bowl wedding you saw, it was real. True story. Yeah. Hey guys, tomorrow morning, Real Talk. That's us, me and Johnny. Motivating content. That's us, me and Johnny. And entertaining conversations you will not find anywhere else. And if you're looking for us, you can find us morningsinthelab.live or mitl.live or mitl.show. But guys, we're dropping a companion app. And you guys can find the show at morningsinthelab.live. Yes, you'll find us all over there. You doing wrong. He doesn't look the same like he did 5. So you doing, I think he does look the same, actually. I think he might. So you doing, I think he might even look a little better. Don't you agree? Or do you think he looks worse? I think Ricky looks awesome. For 54, I think he's looking great. So whether he just, so you doing, I think he looks good. I'm of the opinion, I think he looks pretty good. I think you're thinking, I think it's funny you doing, because I think he looks the same as he did when I saw him perform here in Winnipeg 20 years ago. I think he surprised a lot of folks when he popped out of on that stage yesterday, looking like that stud he is, Ricky Martin. I think he's married. He's got kids. I think he's got a partner, like I think he's had for a long time, and I believe that they have a child or two. But yeah, anyway, I think Ricky Martin stole the show yesterday, showing up and belting out some tunes along with Stephanie, aka Lady Gaga, and Pedro Pascal and the gang. So you doing? Thanks for hanging out with us, bro. You hang out with us for most of the show here today. I appreciate that. Good Time was here as well. Sullivan's always here. Roofy's here as well. Cheryl's been here today on the show, as well as many of you out there in the community. Charlie as well. Good Time. I appreciate you guys. Listen, and of course, the man himself, Dr. John Petrocelli, was also here in the lab this morning. So guys, you know where we're at. We're back here tomorrow live, 8 o'clock, right here, morningsinthelab.live. We'll see you guys in less than 24 hours. We call it 22 hours. Where? Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. 8 o'clock. Morningsinthelab.live. We'll see you guys tomorrow.